There's been a little disruption in the hydration drinks industry recently with the arrival of Prime. But what do YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul have to do with it? And are these two on their way to becoming billionaires thanks to this drink? Well, let's find out. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about Prime, the new sports drink in the market, and how it could help make these two YouTubers billionaires. So make sure you watch all the way through. So guys, it's not like this new drink is some sort of an elixir. The drinking it is going to make you millions or billions. In fact, these two YouTubers, KSI and Logan Paul, allegedly started this drinks company, making fans rush to the stores and online to get their hands on the product. But with the hype around the soda, there was also an air of curiosity. Everyone wondered how these rivals suddenly became partners. And could this new drink make these two billionaires? Well, you guys should keep this in mind that both KSI and Logan Paul became famous through YouTube and started making money on this platform. By making YouTube videos as a hobby in their free time, they're now making millions. And because of the fame they got through this platform, they now have even the potential to become billionaires. It's actually because of the huge following they have on YouTube that they've now become influencers and have the capability to create their own brands or promote products successfully. It's due to this that Prime is at its prime so fast. Anyways, it was back in 2018 that both Logan Paul and KSI were seen together for the biggest amateur boxing match in history. This shows how big of an influence they have when they come together. The match was a draw, so they had a rematch next year, and KSI won. After this, the duo was distant until 2021, when KSI announced via Twitter that they've got something big coming up. Fans assumed they were going to announce fight number 3, but instead they disclosed that they had partnered in creating this new drink.
We have created our own drink company. Yes!
Fans were disappointed and became a bit angry. It was an unprecedented venture for influencers to have their own drinks brand, and no one had done it before. So many guessed that their new venture would quickly die due to the fierce competition of this industry. But that guess was 100% wrong. In just 11 months after its launch, Prime was completely sold out. This was huge for a new drink, and it wasn't just sold out in stores in the US, but also across the UK. Prime partnered with one of the biggest football clubs, Arsenal, and before we knew it, the drink was selling for more than 10 times its retail price in the underground online market. With all the hype and response, Prime managed to become a serious competitor for the big players in the hydration drinks industry.
This one's honestly better.
Even the kings of the industry, Gatorade, felt a little uneasy. The global sports drink market is worth $27 billion, and it's growing rapidly. Plus, this industry has been unable to end the proxy war between two companies, Coke and Pepsi. Both of these companies own 95% of the sports drink market. Why would these two guys decide to enter a duopoly and fight with the big dogs alone? Well, I've got a newsflash for you. They were not alone, and Prime wasn't their idea, nor was Prime exactly created or built by Logan Paul and KSI. When you search Prime Hydration LLC on Google, you'll notice it's owned by Congo Brands, and the name of the owners are Max Clemens and Trey Seeger. Turns out what the two YouTubers are doing here is only influencer work, so they're basically just helping out and leveraging their platform fan base following in order to boost the business. The creator of Prime is Congo Brands, while these two YouTubers are just the face of it. This is a pretty smart strategy, especially when, according to rumors, KSI and Logan Paul received somewhere around 20% of this company each, and by having skin in the game, they are more eager to make it successful. Anyways, Prime's main selling point is that Prime is healthier and tastes better than its competitors. Well, the healthier claims are true if we look at the nutritional value of Prime and compare it to Gatorade or other hydration drinks. Another factor that gives Prime the upper hand is that it has zero added sugar. But before you think that low sugar was intended solely for health benefits, we found out that by doing this, they avoided the recently introduced sugar taxes. Many countries have been punishing unhealthy food and drinks to try to become better for people by taxing their unhealthy products. As an example is Seattle's soda tax, which raised the production costs of Gatorade by 65%. Since Gatorade can't change the formula of their drinks, as customers would go bananas as they've been drinking it since 1965. On the other hand, Prime has no sugar, so not only only are they healthier, but they also pay less taxes. Now that we know the story of Prime, let's figure out if Prime will make KSI and Logan Paul billionaires. To be able to do this, we will need an evaluation method called multiples valuation. This method involves analyzing similar companies that have either just been acquired or publicly traded to be able to compare profits versus the amount it was paid for. This comparison will give us a multiple, which we will use to compare. This will be an easy exercise as Coca-Cola just acquired Body Armor sports drink in November 2021, which is very similar to Prime. Body Armor was valued at $6.59 billion. At the time of acquisition, Body Armor had about $1.4 billion in annual retail sales and a growth of 50%, meaning that under the multiples valuation method, they are valued at around 4.7 times their annual revenue. So now, let's look at Prime. IRI, an American market research company, reported that Prime had $37.6 million in retail sales for the 52-week period ending on August 7, 2022. This demonstrates that Prime is actually going pretty fast, as $10 million from retail sales were done in June and July alone. If they continue to grow at this rate and can meet demand, Prime could easily do $100 million in revenue just in the first year, and its value would be a whopping $500 million after their first year of business, according to the multiples approach. Whoa, that's pretty incredible for a new business. However, it would not be hitting the $1 billion mark in the coming year. Despite having a fantastic start, Prime is a tiny player in the sports beverage industry. To give you an idea, while Prime had $37.6 million in sales, Gatorade sold more than $6.2 billion in the same period of time. It seems that production is what's holding Prime back, as it's literally always sold out on their website and even in physical stores. They need to perfect their manufacturing and logistics operations. However, we can see that demand is there, and it could be possible for Prime to scale its revenue.
We want Prime! We want Prime!
And take away market share from its biggest rivals. We believe in the next 3 to 5 years, Prime could grow to own 10 to 15% of the sports drink market share. This percentage means that they would be doing somewhere around $1.5 billion in annual revenue and could value the company at almost $7 billion. Assuming KSI and Logan Paul own 20% of Prime each, we can easily do the math and tell you that they would be the first YouTubers to become billionaires. This is if Mr. Beast doesn't beat them to it. So, thanks to the power of posting videos online, both KSI and Logan Paul became the face of what has the potential to become a multi-billion-dollar brand. Crazy, isn't it? We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. This way we can keep producing more interesting content for you.